It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but don't fear, we've got football to perk up our spirits as we join you from Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. That's out quickly to Hyatt. There he goes, left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. You talk about this Bengals defense. And they're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Etienne. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Travis Etienne with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Got a man open, that's Devontae Parker complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Cincinnati Bengals. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. The Bengals at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
Play action, now it's Tua. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. That one goes for 24 yards. Tua now on first down. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Well, this defense for the Browns, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit.
A 51-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he stopped immediately there. Credit the tackle to Tano Passanio. You talk about this Bengals defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes. See if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. That'll go for a gain of 7. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. That is caught. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and drag it to make sure he gets it done.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. They just got to throw this one away.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. In motion goes the tight end. Going for it, here's Etienne. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guy.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Travis Etienne with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Browns 14, Bengals 3. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Airing this one out for Evans. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Browns are going to have it here just past the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in down by the tight end, Andrews. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Tano Passanio in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. After this here, 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap, and again to Etienne. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. He has Hyatt over the middle. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. 3rd and goal, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Downs, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Browns 21, Bengals 3. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Ready.
On play action, here's Tua. He's going to take another shot here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Ready.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got it at the 15. A big play there for Cincinnati. 41 yards.
That's good for the Cincinnati Bengals. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Tua on the bootleg here. He'll buy some time right. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Mike Evans from 13 yards out. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it makes the score 21-10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Jackson. Hyatt there to grab it. He's got room at the 30. Down the right sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jalen Hyatt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Browns 28, Bengals 10. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
18-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
All right.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. On the handoff, running left, Singletary. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Taking on the midfield logo. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jayon Brown. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. After the turnover, it's Tua. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. But their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they've got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused. That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers...
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
By the Browns. They'll take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Give to Etienne running right. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on third down, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Real quick. Go. What is it? Middle.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. ETN up the middle. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They bring the pressure as he gets this one away. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
At the 26-yard line.
Off the option, here's ETN. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Browns.
ETN once more. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
On 2nd down, a run with ETN. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He gets that one complete to Wicks. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A handoff for ETN. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 9-yard line.
On second down, ETN once more. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for Cleveland, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2.